Hey everyone! Today's video is coming to you based off a post that I read of Jimmy's last week regarding remembering names when you're networking. And what I wanted to share with you today is all about your modalities. So some of you may remember when you were only young, probably at school or in high school, and you may have learned about all of the different learning modalities. So that is whether you're a visual learner, an auditory, a kinesthetic, or a digital auditory. Now, not only do these 4 different areas, and sometimes there varies to 5 or 6, but mostly the 4 main ones, not only do they guide your best learning styles, but it also guides your buying and selling process and many more things we do as adults. So if you're in a sales position or when you're buying something yourself, all of us run through a same step process each time we're going to buy something. So we know that your emotions drive every purchase that you do. They kind of decide whether you're going to go ahead with it or not, depending on how you're feeling about it. But for each person, you'll also run through a process on whether you need to talk to somebody else about it first, whether you need to touch it, feel it, whether you need to just hear it, see it. It all runs through a modality process as well. So if you really want to master the process of selling, or you want to know what process you go through as a buyer, then it's time to get back to your modalities and really understand what your process is, what your 3 or 4 step process is, which is what most people go through. And of course, as I said to Jimmy, it's also a fantastic thing in the workplace for things like remembering names or going into things like that. So Jimmy was talking about, for him, he likes to align somebody's name to somebody famous that he knows or a memory. And that's very much a D type way to learn a name or remember a name, where if you are an audio person, then it might be best for you to say the name 5 times in your head so you can hear it. If you're a visual person, it might be best to write it down so you can actually see it written on paper. So these modalities are fantastic things to refer to. Once you know what your modality is, it will unleash a whole new area for you. And as I said, if you're a salesperson and you don't already know how emotional intelligence comes into play through the modality buying process, I would strongly recommend you check it out. Thanks, bye.